Okay, hold on. Is there a tier list of... I can search tier lists, right? On the tier list site. Yeah, hold on. I forgot what the site was even called. Tier Maker. Search. Dragon Ball. The Breakers. I'm not seeing it. I'm not making my own, if anyone is. Reddit might have pre-made thing or something. Okay. I could literally just use... I don't know. This guy... Someone... Hold on. This is last modified December 10th. This will be fine, because Golden Frieza doesn't get his own tier. Alright, hold on. We got this. Google actually bailed me out. It was good for something. Holy shit. I'm blown away. Alright, I'll give you a quick Raider tier list. I'm not gonna waste much time on this. Okay. Here, can I have the lobby? I probably can't have the lobby tabbed in and also have this. Just imagine the lobby music's playing. There you go. I probably should just have the lobby music as saved on my computer. I mean, I've never used it in a video, but it just seems like something that's fitting for my streams. Okay, yeah, we need a tier below D for Larvacell. Egg Reverter. He's the worst. He's worthless. Reverter is not a word. He reverts. Fine, I'll write it longer because that's just gonna annoy me. Alright, reverts to an egg. He's trash. Okay. Yeah, level 2 Cell is the worst level 2 in the game, I think. Yeah, probably. Because I think every other level 2 either is better at fighting, or if they aren't, they die and you just move on to the next stage. The only thing Cell has going for me is Solar Flare, and I really should play some music. Whatever, I'll play the Evil Twins Yu-Gi-Oh! Board. Okay, anyway. Yeah, he's probably the worst level 2 in the game. His supers are mediocre. His special beam cannon is worse than the one that the player gets. Significantly. And his AoE snipe is just... It's alright. It's fine. It's an AoE snipe. After Image is the worst break strike in the game. And... You know, Solar Flare is good. I'll say that. That's about it. He has a lot of health. Cell has a lot of health. Alright. Semi-perfect Cell. Probably A. He's really good. Fucking cross-map snipes on mouse to keyboard. Just insanely good. His supers are both solid. Not top tier, but they're both useful. Not too much else to say about that. And Perfect Cell... If Perfect Cell's S tier, he's probably just on the border of S tier. The only problem with Perfect Cell is, like, Barrier is not a break strike. You have to use it before you get meleeed. It does a shit ton of damage. Like, an insane amount of damage. It does, like, half of a level 4's health if it hits, or something like that. But it's not a break strike, so That just leaves him with After Image. His spammy explosive key blasts are fine. One of his supers is like the worst super in the game, and the other one's okay. The only reason he's in S tier is because he's a level 4, which means only a level 4 can punch him, right? If a level 3 or under punches him, it just stalls him for a second, and then he gets free damage on whoever punched him. So he's only S tier because being level 4 is typically better than being level 3, even if the level 4 is worse. Maybe the only exception to that might be Kid Buu, but if you make it to Kid Buu, you've already won the game. So Kid Buu is probably the only one that's actually worse than level 3. Okay, Frieza. Yeah, Frieza's ass. Level 1 Frieza's ass. I guess he has Zarbon Dodoria. He has a scouter, but it has no range. But you're not going to be in level 1 very long, so it's not relevant. He has Snipey Key Blast. The Snipey Key Blasts are okay. Let me double check. Is the game still... Yeah, we're fucking stuck at 7 out of 8 again. Every time. One of you fuckers needs to get in this queue. Okay, so one of his supers has homing, which is alright. And then the other one's completely worthless. But you don't want to be level 1, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, here's probably the second worst level 2 in the game. Maybe third worst. Second or third worst. Not good. Just not good. The explosion super is okay. It's like level 3 cells. The snipe super is okay. Zarbon Dodoria are okay. The break strike is decent now that it pushes people away, but you don't really see barrier IT anymore anyway, so pushing people out of energy field doesn't matter that much, but I guess it, you know, situationally it's decent. But I don't know, Frieza's just, he's slow. He's fucking slow. This is a game where catching up to the player is more important than basically anything. So he's slow, and that's bad. Don't need to say much else. Level 3 Cell, he's probably like B tier. There's probably too many tiers here. Hold on. I could probably... Yeah, there might be one too many tiers here. A second. Yeah, we could probably just do this. Yeah, this is probably fine. So, yeah. Level 3 Freeze is decent. His snipe is probably the best, ironically, close range super for just damage, because it's so fast, you're almost never going to see it coming. Oh, did it bug out? Yeah, imagine my fucking shock. Anyway, his snipe, which isn't a good snipe because it doesn't have AoE, is super fast and is barely telegraphed. His scatter super is the worst scatter super in the game, but it's still usable. It still hits. It's just not very reliable. His spammy key blasts are too slow, but they're still okay. Now I'm thinking about it, maybe there should be... I'm changing my mind again about the tiers. Oh, whoops. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem right. Okay. Level 4 Frieza. Now I'd say with Golden Frieza, he's actually quite good. Before he had one super, his one super was the only good thing, because like the Destructo Disc Key Blasts aren't great. I mean, they're better now that survivors can't dodge them as easily, but they're just not that good. But his super that causes fire across the ground is really good. It's one of the best supers in the game, probably top 3. But now that he can go gold, even though gold isn't that useful, it does make him significantly harder to deal with, because he can go gold and then instantly use his chase move, and Zarbon's Dodoria are replaced with like actually good attacks or good actives. So he's good. Gold Freeze is good. Alright, Spopovich is actually C tier because he's a free health bar. You just teleport back to the egg as soon as you're about to die, and then you can just go level 2. Very dirty strategy that is weirdly effective. Other than that, though, he's complete trash. It's just that he's free, so being free makes him C tier. Alright, Boo. Boo's probably the third worst level 2. Go-Go Gum is good. Spammy Key Blasts are fine. His big orb super is kind of a snipe. It's pretty decent. Not quite as good of a... Well, in some ways it's better than a snipe because it makes a AoE in front of you, but it's not as good as Goku Black's AoE because it's not as big of an orb. And it's not as accurate as other snipes, I think. But it's still fine. It's a snipe. His Break Strike, Angry Shout is okay. It's the second worst Break Strike. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. He's fine. He's a little bit better than level 2 Frieza. Level 3 Boo is quite good. I actually don't think he's as good as Semi-Perfect Cell, though. If only because the way the game works now, if you don't have a snipe, you can't really be A tier. And he doesn't have a snipe. Or, I mean, you can't be S tier. Otherwise, he would be... If he had a snipe, he might actually be S tier because he can do everything else. He's the only... Like, as a level 3, he's extremely good. Like, he's such a huge power gap between level 2 and level 3. But a lot of things that made him good are a lot easier to deal with now. And it's almost impossible to get to Kid Buu if you're playing against halfway decent players. Oh, we got a game.
What are you talking about?
Thank God I'm Raider. Holy fuck.
DSP tries it.
Alright everyone, DSP here, and welcome to a very special edition of DSP Tries It. I promised you I was going to do something great that I've been planning on doing for years, ever since I actually moved out here to Washington State, and I never got around to it. Here we go, it's your special edition of DSP Tries It. I hope you enjoy it, being broadcast live from my bathroom. Now recently DSP Tries It seems to have had a lot of action in my bathroom, but don't worry, it's not that kind of shower action this time. It's something completely different. Now there's an age-old question, ladies and gentlemen. How does a human being clean their ears?
Dodged a bullet, scratch that, you dodged a cruiser missile. It's so over, damn. Buy her a MAGA hat, forever alone. Get you, dude, this is it. We can't even play with chat, guys. No one else is joining the queue. Even though this, what, is there like 1,000 fucking people? None of you can buy Dragon Ball The Breakers to save the game for another 3 months? Instead of giving me money in super chats, you could buy this game and join the queue.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think we might be done. Here. Maybe I'll finish the tier list just for the hell of it. I'll just give you really quick explanations. Bothers me that that's not actually full screen. All right, now it is. Or no, now it is. Okay. Yeah, Kid Buu. Again, he's hard to place because if you get to Kid Buu, you already won the game. But his supers suck. I mean, I guess the one that hits everywhere is okay, even though those supers are trash if you know how to avoid them, which is usually just run in a straight line. But, like, his other super, Vanishing Ball, is literally just the one from Xenoverse. They didn't even, like, change it to make sense in Breakers. And his Giant Ball Key Blasts, they're fine. They work. But, like, again, if you make it to Kid Buu, the game is over. I don't think I've ever seen someone lose as Kid Buu. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Because they will lose, you know, like, Super Buu will not make it to Stomach, you know, if you're going to lose the game. So yeah, I think I'm actually putting him in A tier. I think Super Buu is actually better. This is the most controversial pick right here, that Semi-Perfect is better than. It's only because the sniping key blasts are stupid. They're actually broken. Granted, I missed quite a few times in that last game, but it didn't really matter. Alright, Cyberman. There's nothing to say. No one's getting grabbed by Cyberman. Like, fucking Baby is just power crap. Is a power creep of Cyberman. Like, Cyberman, the only thing he's got going for him is he only takes 3 civs. That's a great buff. I mean, the fact that he took 4 before was really painful. But you're never grabbing anybody. It's just not happening. Maybe with some of the shitters who are playing right now, it's possible. There are some shitters. But I don't think so. Nappa's good. Nappa's really good. He's a free health bar. He has one of the best melees in the game. He can plant Cybermen to camp bodies for you. He can send, if Cyberman lives, he can send out Cybermen to stun people. He has a AoE blast, which is a little slow, but if you need area denial, like if you get stuck as him during the STM phase, it's good. His snipe is really slow, but it's still a snipe, so yeah. Yeah, Nappa's one of the best level 2s, without a doubt. Only problem, low health, but even if he dies, you just go to Vegeta. So, he's really good. Vegeta's A tier. I'll be honest, I don't think he's quite as good as he used to be, but maybe that's just my bias from losing against chat. But the problem with Vegeta is that, one, he doesn't have a dash, which is fucking tragic, because dashing is so good. And 2, his ki blasts are not that good. They're fine, but they're not great. You know, the single ki blast is easy to dodge, and the spammy ki blasts are also easy to dodge. So that leaves his supers, and his Gallic gun has like only a 10-second cooldown. It's probably the best snipe in the game. Maybe not as good as Goku Black's, but you know, they're comparable. And then the spammy one is pretty good against jumpings. So both his supers are quite good, but you know, he only has average health, and average health can be really bad in this game if you're getting your ass beat. All right, Great Ape is actually, hold on. Let's just do this. What we need, like, more colors. Let's do white. Yeah, Great Ape. I could probably just throw Baby Great Ape up there too. These are basically broken, especially with all the survivor nerfs, the nerfs to drinking sodas, the nerfs to basically everything that would help you avoid getting annihilated by these guys. They're broken. They're fucking broken. The Baby's a Great Ape Vegeta is like impossible to lose as. Like, it actually is so brain dead, it's stupid. The only way to lose to these guys is to get stunned multiple times. And if you're proactive, that's not going to happen. You just jump. You let go of destroying STM and you just like jump and you'll avoid it. Okay. I'm not going to talk about it further. The stomp is so stupid. And the insta-kill beam is actually good, unlike the Cell's insta-kill beam or Frieza's death ball. The insta-kill beams here are actually good. And it's an unavoidable death if you get hit by the beam. I honestly don't use the mouth beam enough, because if it hits, then it's insta-down. Goldo's trash. He's actually probably Cell tier. But I won't do that just because it makes more sense if it's only Cell. So Goldo, he sucks. I mean, he has no health. He dies to 2 supers. To a min-maxed build with Super Spirit Bomb, he dies to 1 Super Spirit Bomb. And the only thing, he has a scatter shot super, which is, you know, that's fine. He has a break strike, which is shockingly good for, you know, a level 1. And he can freeze time in an area of effect, which makes it so you can't really jump him in caves. But it has a slow area of effect. When I killed Goldo today, he used the area of effect. I just flew up and then used my super and killed him. So it doesn't really work out in the open. He just dies all the time. He's trash. Raccoon is not as good as he used to be. He probably used to be B tier, but his beam is not an AoE. His charge is good. His charge super is real good. Spammy Key Blast, okay. Charge Kick is decent. So he's probably like Appa C. Because he's free. He's free. The Ginyu Force is all free. If you die, you just go to the next one. And there are penalties, but the only penalty that really matters is Jason Birder. Jason Birder, probably bottom of A tier. Only problem is low health. Both their supers are good. The one where they do the blue hurricane or whatever, that's just to make you invincible. Like, it never actually hits anybody. But if you're about to like get meleeed, or you're about to get hit by a bunch of supers, just pop that, you're invincible. The other super, just, you know, it's a scatter shot and a ball super at the same time. So that always hits. Laser Key Blasts are good. That's pretty much it. Oh, you can send Birder out to punch people too. That's actually better than it used to be because they made the AI better. Ginyu is S only if Jason Birder live. If not, he's the worst level 4 in the game easily. It's not even close. I mean, you can kill him. He's just easy to kill. Level 2 Broly's real good. He's the best level 2 in the game, I'd say. He's probably the A tier, honestly. Like, at the way that the game is now, if you know how to play the game, it's not a complicated game. You just rush spawn. You use, the moment the game starts, use the rush super, go to wherever you think survivors spawned, then kill them. Even if they have escapes, they've nerfed all the escape tools. Then you just catch up, and you'll probably get your charge super back. So then you close the distance, and you kill them. It's a free down at the beginning of every game, unless you get unlucky. He's stupidly good. Level 3 used to be trash until they buffed his Key Blasts the season after he came out. And now the big ball Key Blasts are just free damage. The hitbox is literally bigger than the orb. Like, probably 25% bigger than the orb. So they always hit. They do a bunch of damage. You know, he's got like all the same abilities as this, except his charge doesn't go as far. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Broly just kills. The only problem with Broly only has one weakness. He doesn't have an AoE snipe. But he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. He just whoops asses. The only time Broly loses is if some laggy ass VPN piece of shit gets the super transfer and then you can't hit him. But that's cheating. Like, those people should be banned. So, and then I'd say, yeah, top of S for level 4 Broly. Level 4 Broly, he's just another upgrade on Broly. What is it to say? He gets an insta-kill mouth beam like these guys. The only reason he's not Z tier is because Gogeta does an insane amount of damage. And yes, he's easy to kill, but if you get to level 4 and there's like 4 people up with all have transformations and someone gets Gogeta, they can melt your health bar even with 2 break strikes. It's possible. Or you lose to STM. Otherwise, he would be up with the apes, but I think the apes are basically their own tier. Zamasu's free, so even though he kind of sucks, he's free, so he's probably, yeah, probably right there. Honestly, it's not even worth talking about him. He's just like Broly. You rush spawn, then you shoot him, and hopefully he kills somebody. But unlike Broly, his charge doesn't go as far, and his Key Blasts aren't as good, and his supers are useless. He's just a free health bar that there's no consequences if he dies. Alright, Goku Black. It's just stupid. He's insane. Absolutely broken for a level 2. Like, honestly, here, let me fix. I would probably say, yeah, this is probably fine. He's probably like right there. He does insane damage, even though they nerfed it. They did nerf his level 2 damage. I don't know by how much. But they nerfed his level 2 damage. But he has everything. He's the character that has every single ability that makes a character good in Breakers. He has an AoE snipe. He has an AoE blast secondary super that can also be used as a snipe. Both do crazy damage. He has, you know, obviously he has a great break strike. He has combos out of his break strike that can melt transfers. He has, you know, he has a charge active ability. He has key sense. He has instant transmission, which I honestly forget he even has because you barely ever need to use it anymore. But if you're getting jumped, you can teleport to Zamasu. He has Zamasu, so just a free AI partner that can kill people. He has everything. He has everything that makes a character good. His only downside is his health pool, but he kills people faster than they can kill him. So level 3 is not much of an upgrade, but it is a level 3. So it's probably like right here. The only problem is you got to kill Trunks, but that's really easy. Killing Super Transfer Trunks is easy. So he's probably right up there with Broly. And then Zamasu, you know, he's easy Z tier. You get full health back. His key, all you have to do is spam the key blast. His 2 break strikes. If you somehow lose half your health, you get a free transformation into an even stronger form, which no one ever uses because you're never going to lose half your health because you already won the game. Okay, so Baby. It's so hard to place Baby because on paper he's complete garbage. In practice, he's actually, like, stupid. I mean, even against you guys, all it took was for me to catch whoever was playing Oolong. I don't remember. And then I basically had won the game. So it's hard to give him a tier because if all 7 players are playing correctly, he's the worst level 1, probably, because you have to get 5 civs. If none of the 7 players rescue any infected civs, he needs 5 fucking civs. That's hard. That's very fucking hard to do, let me tell you. But at the same time, all you need is one guy to fuck up. So I think I'll probably just put him in C. You only need one guy to fuck up, and then you can body camp him for free by just placing that body on the dude and then transferring to a new body. And then you're guaranteed your level 2. The level 2 also got nerfed. I believe they nerfed his damage this season. But I'd say, you know, Baby, level 2 Baby's probably a solid B tier. He's much like, he's like a shittier version of Goku Black because he's got a charge super. He's got an AoE. He has this Vegeta's spammy key blast, his other super. He's got 2 break strikes, which is really, that's really good. That's really good. Like Broly. Anyone who's got 2 break strikes, it's like, that makes a huge difference, especially with uncoordinated teams. But, you know, he doesn't have that much health, and you can very easily get stuck as him during STM phase, and then you lose. Probably gonna adjust some of these tiers because B is too empty, but we'll get to that in a second. If you make it to level 3, you probably won the game. He's pretty fucking strong. He's got all the benefits of the level 2, except he loses the charge super and instead gets homing. Gets a little triple homing beam. His supers are better than the level 2. He's got AoE snipe. He's got the huge death ball, which is kind of like Goku Black's. He's just, I don't know, he does a crazy amount of damage, and he's a level 3. It's just one of those times where it'd take a very coordinated team to beat him, and if he makes it to level 4, then insta-win. Like, he actually, his health bar doubles when he makes it to Great Ape, so it's like, yeah, you're not losing. Alright, the Gamma's my least fucking favorite raider. Especially to fight against. Gamma 2 is the only weak link here, because if he dies, then you can actually lose the game, and his supers are ass. I mean, I guess for a level 1, they're pretty decent, but I don't know. He's probably like right there. He has a lot of stuff, like a lot of tools, but like Goldo, he has very little health. He's better at protecting his health than Goldo, but if Gamma 2 and then Gamma 1 die, then you insta lose the game. So he really has to be good to be good, and he's not that good. This is probably another B tier. I'd say Gamma 1. It's barely an upgrade over Gamma 2. You got more survivability. He's a level 2. But the supers still suck. Key blasts still suck. It's just he's very defensive with the break strikes. All right, level 3. Probably like bottom of... Okay, this is hard to place because if you camp a key, if you just hold on to a key, he's like Z tier because the game's broken. The game doesn't work. Hold on, I need a tier below Cell for Magenta. It's Italian midget, that sounds about right. Be a purple. And the irony is, like, because they made it so easy to get to sell Max, he honestly is not. He's not actually the worst character. But if you get killed, like if you're forced to play as Magenta before you max out the level 3 bar, then it's an insta lose. So he has to be the worst character. But for the Gammas, it's like, anyway, on paper, the Gammas are not great. But they take coordination to kill. And in solo queue, people have no coordination. He has 2 break strikes, one of which is a buff that lasts a very long time, that makes him faster and makes his key blast do more damage. He can hold onto a key forever, stalling the game. Just fly to the top of the map with a key, and then just shoot at anybody who comes close to you. And since it takes 3 stuns to knock a key off him, or 2 stuns in a melee, or 2 melees in a stun, that's never happening. Do you know how many non-games I've had fighting against the Magentas? They're fucking stupid. I hate them. Like, it seems so stupid and illogical to put them in Z tier, but they kind of are. Because if a Magenta player decides to hold the game hostage, they can't. And only a pre-made can stop them. So there might as well be Z tier. It makes no sense. Looking at that, it hurts my head. And then I would actually put Selmax probably below. He's probably low S. He's fun, but he's not that great. I mean, he's maybe right in the middle. He's the worst giant easily because Orange Piccolo can whoop his ass. And Orange Piccolo plus Dragon Balls equals your health bar is getting melted and you can be stunned to death. But that's not going to happen most of the time. You'll catch out that Orange Piccolo with a few supers, then he's going to die, and then you win the game. So he's still S tier, but he's potentially the worst level 4. But realistically, that's not going to happen very often. I guess that's it then. That's my tier list. The only one here that's really stupid is this, but at the same time, this is from experience. Putting the Magentas in Z tier is literally just like, I played this game enough to know that if you're not in a pre-made, the Magentas will win if they decide. If you can find all the keys before they find one, then they're not great. They're really not great. Especially if you key rush. If you key rush and they don't get a key, then he's one of the worst level 3s. But if he finds a key, then he's broken. They even made it so you fly slower while you hold the key now. I think there's another debuff. It doesn't even matter. I mean, what does it matter if he flies slower? If all you do is you fly to the top of the map, and then if they fly after you, assuming you can't shoot them down, you just instant descent. Then boom, you're on the floor. You went from the top of the map to the floor, And even though you're slow, you can just shoot them as they're coming down to you. Because no one runs instant descent, because it's trash. So, yeah, it's broken. He's badly designed. I don't think the nerfs really made much of a difference. I think people are just sick of playing as him. Though when ranked comes back, I won't be shocked. Literally, I've already said this. Like, if you want a tier list of, like, not forms, but who the best characters are, I could probably just do that real quick. We'll just, I'll just strip away everything that's not a level 4. Hold on. I'll give you just, an actual tier list of the raiders. Because that's probably more important than this. So if you want to know who's worth playing. And then we'll end the stream. Oh, right, yeah, keep Kid Buu. Honestly, I should probably do it based on whatever their icon is. So we'll keep Vegeta, I guess. Just so you know it's Vegeta. I'll make Goku Black, the Goku Black one. Ginyu can be Ginyu, Cell, Frieza. Okay, so this will be the icons to minimize confusion. Here are the characters. Am I missing anybody here? Whatever. Anyway, so I don't think we really need. We don't need Z tier. We don't even need D tier either. Say S, A, B, C. That's probably fine. Ginyu C. Frieza C. Cell B. Buu B. Booby. Haha. The boobies. Goku Black and Broly are S. Vegeta Gamma's A. There you go. That's like the simplified tier list, I'd say. It's probably that. Oh fuck, yeah, baby. I took baby off. There. Yeah, that seems about right. It's crazy this game is, you know, well over 2 years old, and we only have 10 characters, because Golden Frieza doesn't count. Or 9. 2, 5, 7, 9. I can't count. We only have 9 characters. It's fucking crazy. You'll have to contend with me now. Yeah, how many times you hear that shit? Sargon has said the current film heroes like K are losers, not inspiring or relatable, and that normalizing nihilistic hopelessness is part of demoralization programming. Yeah, kinda. But I don't think there's anything wrong with an average person being the hero of a story. Like, I mean, you know, K still helps, you know, save the day in the end, even if he's not the chosen one. Survivor tier list when? No, never. Swap level 3 Frieza and Raccoon's tier. You think Frieza's even worse than Ginyu? I get against scrubs, I would say so, yeah. Frieza's probably the worst. Oh wait, you meant on the old list, level 3 Frieza. Wait, are you saying you think Raccoon is better than level 3 Frieza? I don't think so. You can kill Raccoon in like 3 supers. I know you'll be ending the stream soon, but can you please just watch a 1-minute video called Day 3 of Drinking Monster? No. Did you make it? No, I'm not doing a survivability tier list. Should have saved the old list. You just go back in the stream and take a screenshot. It's not like I'm making a fucking video. Literally go back in the stream and take a screenshot if you really want to. Here, there we go. This is like that's like the practical tier list. just took away that in case you wanted a clean screenshot. How's the Assassin's Creed Shadows video doing statistically? From what I can tell, it's gained views quite well. It's slowing down already, I think. But I guess we'll know tomorrow. Level 3 Freeze is the worst level 3 in the game. Raccoon is a tech to get away from jumping where you fly up in the air and exhaust the 2 dead. Okay, but why would you do that, though? There's no reason to run away as Raccoon. Even if you die, you get to Jason Birder. So that's just objectively better, I'd say. I mean, I don't even know why you would run away as Raccoon. I don't think Freeze is the worst level 3 because his death beam melts people and people fuck up the dodge all the time. Like, yeah, the slow key blasts are bad. But now that he has an AoE break strike, if people jump you at the same time, they all get pushed back. The scatter shot is bad, I will say that. But you just spam Death Beam, that's all you do. Death Beam is like half of a transfer's health bar on it by itself. Another thing, too, in Freeze's favor is the level 3 almost always comes out during the STM phase, and it feels designed for the STM phase. Whereas Raccoon will die to 2 supers, and if you run away during STM phase, then they're getting time on the STM, which is a loss in and of itself. You might as well just die as Raccoon and go to Jason Bird. The thing with it doesn't even like that's the problem with Raccoon is that the reason why he's good is because he's a free life, and if you get him early, then you just chase people down and down them to try and get an advantage in the game. I don't think inherently he's that good, because against any halfway decent team, he dies instantly, and then you hope that they can't recuperate their abilities by the time that you know, you really get a move on as Jason Bird. Transfer baiting is essential for playing the Ginyu Force. I mean, again, we're talking about the early game. Raccoon comes out usually in the first 2 minutes because Goldo's either dead or you found 4 or 5 civs. So transfer baiting is just shooting a guy, and if it's a 1v1 and not a jumping, then you can just kill him. Like, I'm not gonna run away. And then if it is a jumping, then you just accept the death and then kill them as Jason Birder, I would say. Like, it's not like you're dead that long. I don't know. The Ginyu Force are kind of trash anyway. Like, if you're fighting a pre-made, and it's a good pre-made, yeah, you could run away as Raccoon, and then what? Like, they're just gonna all melee the shit out of you once the STM comes out, because he's only level 2. It's not like there's that much he can do. It was over for Grums the day he crawled out of the womb. That's a good non sequitur, dead internet despot. So is Breaker's dead now? Yes. Just finished watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy recently. Loved it. God bless Tolkien, Peter Jackson, Howard Shore. Shame they had to put a girl boss to the 3rd movie, Eowyn. I haven't seen him forever. Trust me, I have one against pre-mades using that strat. Oh, they were trash then. Just got to say. I mean, I'm not going to say running away is a bad strategy, but like, it's, I don't know. I think they were trash. Because like, I don't know how recently you did that, but in the era of Memories of Battle, as soon as they see you run away, they just cancel the transfer, and then they just bait out hits and then transform again. You know, like, now I'm glad Memories of Battle is nerfed now, but I don't know, like, in my experience, the number one way to win as Raider is to secure a down, period. Now, Raccoon is okay at that because he has a charge. He can charge after people. But if you bait transfers and they cancel and they get away, they have Memories of Battle as their security blanket, I guess you could say. You can tell I'm getting tired. I can't even finish the sentence. So, anyway, the point is, if you don't kill somebody, killing someone's the only way to make sure they lose. One, you know, you can kill them later, finish them off. You could body camp if you're a dick. Or two, and two, it's a way to make sure the dragon change goes to 0, you know? And it stays at 0 for a while, at least until they can drink a soda. I've only unlocked Vegeta in the Ginyu Force, but now that I've gotten the Ginyu Force past level 30 like the rest, I think that Frieza might be the worst raider. It depends on who you're fighting. It depends on who you're fighting. They're both bad, for sure. I think against pre-mades, though, Ginyu's the worst, just because he can be killed, like, in 2 seconds. Now, it's not that hard. Now, it's harder to do that than it used to be, because after all the nerfs, people don't have as many transformations to work with, unless suspiciously your chat versus me. Interesting. I just think all it takes is you to make one mistake and you lose a member of the Ginyu Force if it's a jumping, you know? You can afford to make mistakes with any character that has health, you know? That's kind of a problem with some of these other ones. Like Vegeta and Goku Black, if you're playing poorly, they can die fairly quickly. But it doesn't come up very often. But it's possible if you take a sufficient amount of damage. Have I heard about the backlash of publishers pushing male authors and male readers out of fantasy fiction, turning into romantasy, where it's written by women for women? Oh yeah, I've heard that men are having a lot of problems getting books published. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm pro Rikum. Rikum's decent. It's the problem with Rikum is not Rikum, it's the problem with the whole Ginyu Force, where it's just, you know, like they're not favored by the way the game is played anymore. I heard back when they came out they were insanely broken, but now people can min-max with all these insane passive and active skills. I mean, they just released a skill that makes you do even more damage. It's not only is it Kaioken but faster, but you can use a super afterward. I was gonna do this if I ever pulled Flash of Rage, which I haven't, but a shit ton of people did. Is I was just gonna do it with special beam cannon. You know, just fucking, you know, Flash of Rage, special beam cannon. Power, potential unleashed, special beam cannon. Transform, special beam cannon. You just soloed a Ginyu Force member. You just killed one by yourself. What are you gonna do? I know most people don't sweat that hard, but I was thinking about trying it because I have potential unleashed. I just need Flash of Rage. I'm never gonna pull it, just like I never pulled Memories of Battle. I'm just saying, the Ginyu Force don't have enough health. If people really want to win, they're gonna kill him. Ginyu Force is more engaging to play on average for me. Yeah, I agree. I think the Ginyu Force is fun to play as. Frieza's honestly the most boring. Yeah, I also agree. Yeah, Frieza's the most boring, and he's arguably the worst. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah. I guess the point of this is, I would just say don't play... If you're bad at the game, don't play as these four. And if you're not a god at the game, like if you're not like super confident in your abilities, don't play as these two. Is generally what I would say. But yeah, if you're like newer to the game, these four, you're gonna lose to anyone who knows what they're doing. The problem is there's a lot of scrubs playing right now, as you saw tonight. I think even like a lot of the veteran players quit because there's no content. But these five, you'll be fine unless it's a pre-made. You can win pretty much anything. I think Bulla is better than Pansy. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Z-Dog. Those three are the only ones you start with. Yeah, funny. Yeah, pay to win, am I right? I mean, the game's gotta... That's the only way it's managed to survive this long. The shitty-ass gacha for whales, and then for everyone else, it's... You gotta buy the raiders. Out of the 9, rate which is the most fun to play as. Okay, I guess most fun to play tier list. We'll say... Let's see. Probably Broly, Vegeta, Baby. We can probably just do 3 tiers here. We'll just do 3 tiers. This is probably most fun to play. Broly, Vegeta, Baby, Ginyu, Goku Black. That's probably right. I hate playing. The Gammas suck. The only reason to play as the Gammas is play Cell Max. Levels 1 through 3 is the Gammas is not fun. It's the worst. They're the worst design raider, I'd say. It's just they didn't care. They did not give a single fuck.
And see, it's been spinning the whole time. Ah, fuck. Now we've got it. It's red, white, and blue American flag design. This one is gonna work. I mean, obviously, red, white, and blue, these must be made in America. They're an American product, right? Made in China. Well, alright. Anyway, doesn't matter where it's made. Let's just try it. Here we go. Red, white, and blue. Whoa. Okay, this one's actually, I'm doing it a little longer now. Okay, one more time. Red, white, and blue, here we go. The patriotic spin, ladies and gentlemen. I told you if it was gonna be one that was gonna work, it was gonna be the American flag. The red, white, and blue, we bleed those colors here in the United States of America. Hell yeah, make America spin again. Guys and folks, this is Phil signing off. I hope you enjoyed the most innovative toy product on the modern market. See you next time.